So welcome to Introduction to the course, the first lecture. And to begin the course, we're going to look at the big picture. And we're going to reflect a little on goal setting. Now, we all have goals at some level or other, but are we making the most of them? That's a big question. Now, I'm also going to tell you a little bit about myself, the course lecturer. And by the end of this lecture, you're going to know the key ingredients to make this course a success for you. So almost everyone has set a goal or two in their lives, even if those goals are not written or very clearly defined. So every year, for example, many people make New Year's resolutions. For example, they may want to make more money, they may want to lose weight or quit smoking, etc. And in your job, you've very likely from time to time participated in some kind of goal-setting process. However, many of us may never achieve our goals, or the goals we do achieve may fall well short of extraordinary. Now the question is, why is that so, and how can we set more effective goals? Because effective goal setting is not just about us as individuals. We have to think of the world we live in today with all its problems. In our own way, we can have a positive impact on the world around us by learning how to set more effective goals and to achieve them. Now, goal setting takes time and it takes effort. Now, we have a tendency to want to rush to action with fuzzy or half-baked goals which do not inspire us. So slow down, take the time needed to get clarity on this really important topic. Now, goal setting will determine where you focus your time and energy over the next few years, and it's worth taking the time to get that right, because after all, we only get one life and it's up to each of us to make the most of it. So commit now to give this course the time and commitment needed to get clear on your goals, and that commitment is worth it, I can assure you. So a little bit about me then. Effective goal setting has always fascinated me, and I have set personal goals since I was a kid. What I really enjoy deeply is that sense of taking control of my own destiny and choosing my own destination in life. And that is really empowering. Now, I know from experience what works and what does not work in goal setting. I've had my own goal setting successes and failures as well. And in this course, as a professional researcher, I also draw on the latest research and theories into goal setting. I also draw on my own professional work experience as a project manager, planning, implementing, and evaluating projects. Now, this course is an action-orientated course where you are going to clearly define your life's purpose and key goals, and there are quite a number of exercises to be completed, so please have a goal-setting notebook and a pen, pencil at hand for these exercises. Now, it's always useful to keep this notebook handy, and you will be able to refer back to it in the future. It's always interesting to go back to your notebook in a year, 3 years or 5 years time, or whatever time you want, and reflect back on your goals. Now, please have your goal setting notebook and pen handy as we proceed. And most of all, action is key. You may be familiar with and understand the contents of this course. You may nod your head in agreement as you go along through the course. That is not enough. You will never fully understand something until you practice it. So please spend time working on the course exercises to get the full benefits from this course. Now, I've spent a lot of time working to put this course together, and I really want you to benefit from my efforts. So here's a nice quote from Ted Nicholas. Knowledge without action is like having no knowledge at all. And that's really worth reflecting on. As I said, if you're going through the course and you say, oh yeah, I recognize that, I've heard that before, etc. But if you're not actually practicing it in your life, then that's no knowledge at all. So in this lecture then, we've learned that we all have goals at some level, although the goals may not be very effective. Goal setting takes time and effort and should not be rushed. Action is the key ingredient to goal setting success, and you don't know something until you've practiced it. You have also learned a little bit about me, the course lecturer. Now, in the next lecture, we're going to be looking at what goals are and why we should set them.